Wonderful. Jamaica, there we are. Wonderful, Jamaica. Thank you. That's great. Thank you so much. Okay, well, thank you all very much. And it's now time for us to begin our annual meeting. Thank you to all of those of you who let us know where you were calling in from. It really was wonderful to see the diversity that we have in our places where our members are residing and working. Thank you so much. So we are welcoming you to our 59th annual meeting. But before we get started, there's a few housekeeping messages we want to share with you. So I would ask Martine, would you please let us know what those messages are?
Absolutely. Can you hear me all right?
Yes.
Awesome. So good morning and thank you all for participating in our 60th annual meeting, third virtual. This event will be conducted in English, yet we will be providing interpretation in Spanish as well. In order to hear all the event in either language, we recommend that you click on the world icon located at the bottom of your screen to select the language you would like to hear throughout the event. Now, I will address our Spanish-speaking attendees. Estimados, buenos días y gracias por participar en esta reunión. El evento se desarrollará en inglés, por lo que ofrecemos interpretación simultánea al español. Para poder escuchar todo el evento en español, les pedimos que hagan clic en el icono del mundo que se encuentra en la parte inferior de su pantalla y elija el idioma de su preferencia. Now, back to English. In case of any technical problems, we have a team monitoring this meeting. So please rest assured that we're doing everything we can. For our attendees today, feel free to send any questions you may have via the Q&A prompt at the bottom of your Zoom window at any time and throughout today's webinar. We address them in the Q&A section of the webinar as per the agenda. Lastly, you will find both a copy of the agenda and 2021 annual meeting minutes in the chat for you to download and view. If it's not there yet, it will be there provided very shortly. We will also have a poll for the approval of last year's annual meeting minutes in just a few seconds. And on behalf of the whole OAS FCU team, thank you for being a part of our third virtual annual meeting. Back to you, Casey.
Great. Thank you, Martine. And absolutely thank you and your team who have been working on this for several months. Thank you very much for all the effort and time you put into it. Much appreciated. And as Martine just said, this is our third virtual meeting. And some of us hope it's our last virtual meeting, but we don't know. But thank you so much for being with us. I mean, we hope that we have, you know, a hybrid where we can have virtual and in person is what I was alluding to there. But thank you very much for being with us. We're all got 167 people with us today at this annual meeting, which is just marvelous. Thank you so much. At this time, the agenda of our meeting, it will be projected on the screen so you can see what we will be doing in what order today. There. Thank you very, very much. So the first thing will be that we do have quorum. We have reached quorum. We now have 169 people here. So thank you very much for that. And we will soon be getting to the minutes and the reports as you can see here on our agenda. Thank you very much. Before we start on the approval of the minutes, there is a group of people that I want to say thank you to very much and introduce to you. And that is our board of directors and the chairs of the committees who serve you, the members. We are a group who meets monthly, many times more than once a month. And each board member is also chair or chairs a committee of our credit union. And they have worked tirelessly this year, as have all of our volunteers. We have a large volunteer base. So I'd like at this time just to introduce our board members, if they would just raise their hand and say hi if I say their name. But we hope that you know many of them. Our members hope you know them. And again, thank you so much for the hard work you've been doing. The first is David Rojas, who is our vice chair, and he's vice chair of the technology committee. Then Lynn Swenson, who is our treasurer and chair of the assets and liability committee. Jeff Hertrick, secretary of the board, thank you, and chair of the community relations and membership committees. Catalina Diaz-Viana is the board liaison to the supervisory committee. Colette Akunde is chair of the governance committee. Jacksiri Cutler is the chair of the human capital committee. Magali Roth is chair of the technology committee. Andre Vanjani is a member of the technology committee. In addition, we have Maria Fernanda Story, who is the chair of the credit committee, and Oscar Heresy, who is the chair of the supervisory committee, and myself, the chair of the board. I want to thank you all very much for all you have done. Very much appreciated. And I'd like to introduce to you our guest, who later on will be part of we will be receiving an award from him. But we want to thank Scott Toller, who is the CEO of the Credit Union Mortgage Association. Thank you so much, Scott, for participating today and being with us. We appreciate it. Thank you. At this time, I'd like to ask that we have a motion regarding the minutes from last year's, the 58th annual meeting. That you received those, as Martine mentioned, those were sent to you. And I'd like a motion to, if we would please vote on approving or not the minutes. So you will see that the poll has been started. If you would please check yes or no regarding your approval of the annual minutes from last year, the 58th annual meeting. Please do that now. Thank you. Uh-oh. My poll isn't working, sorry. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. Says host. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you very much. We have approval of the minutes from the 58th annual meeting. Thanks so very, very much. Appreciate that from all of our members. At this time, we'll talk about some of the things that we have been doing. We have committee reports. The full reports are in our annual report, which is on the website, and we encourage all of you to please take a look at the report. It is a very good report always, and this year it once again it's a great report, and you'll have further information about what we're going to be sharing with you today. These are just smaller pieces of information, but I'll start as chair of the board, and one of the big things we've been doing is getting ready to celebrate our birthday. This is our birthday month. In 1962, our credit union was officially created, and in May of 1962, with the support as a sponsoring organization of the Organization of American States. So we want to thank the OAS very much for that. And now we are in the process of having a 60th year. So it starts now. And during this whole year, you will receive information from us about different things about our credit union. So thank you very much. If you let us know if you enjoy it or not, but we want to celebrate. And so we figure next year we will hold our 60th actual annual meeting. We're doing our 59th this year. as we start our birth year. So thank you all very much. Additionally, as I mentioned before, we have been very busy. We have a tremendous group of volunteers at our credit union. We've got about 50. And all of them have been active with the committees they're on, helping the credit union and supporting different activities that they've been working on, giving support and advice to the staff and working together with staff to ensure that new programs are come to light. So thank you very much to all the volunteers and to all of our committees. We also are getting close in terms of our total assets. We're getting close to the 300 million mark. So that's something that maybe we'll celebrate during our 60th year. Who knows? And again, I just wanted to say thank you very much to the staff who are always there with us, to the volunteers who are very, very much engaged, and to our members. Thank you very much for having the trust that you place in us, particularly us volunteers, to help with the credit union and support your interests. So thank you very much. We have had some accomplishments. The larger list is in the report, the annual report. But one of them was, and we feel this is important, is this: we've co-sponsored with the United Nations Federal Credit Union our summit, the United in Sustainability Summit, which deals with sustainability in various forms, including, of course, the environment. And this was very successful. And each year, it's a 2-day process that each year gets more interesting, we feel. We also want to let you know that hopefully by July, you will have the opportunity of using Zelle. Our staff has been working on this for a while. It takes a lot of coordination by different systems and different providers to do this, but we're almost there. And so please be looking out for that announcement, which we are very happy to give, hopefully in July. Additionally, we started a green committee. We're calling it Green Committee right now. It'll have a fancier name later. But this committee is interesting because it's our first committee where it will be composed of both volunteers and staff. And so there'll be co-chairs, one chair for the volunteers and one chair for staff. And the purpose of this committee is to look into ways that we can be stronger and better in supporting sustainability and corporate social responsibility. And these members on this committee will look at different programs, processes, events that we can do to help us have a greener life. And we're very, very proud of that. And it's just starting, so stay tuned for that. And I would like to just say thank you very much for all of you who have been with us and all of our volunteers. Thank you so much for all that you've done this year. It's been a pleasure and an honor working with you. Thank you. At this time, I'd like to introduce Maria Fernanda Story. She is the chair of the credit committee, and she'll be giving you her report. Maria Fernanda.
Hello, everybody. On behalf of the credit committee, it is my pleasure to extend a cheerful welcome to you all this year annual meeting. As Casey mentioned, you are going to find the credit committee's full report on how we did during 2021 in the bulletin you received with the invitations to this year's meeting. But to sum it up, I must say that our committee, the lending department, and the credit union continue to provide appropriate loans and other types of credit-related services to our members. And we continue also to work closely with those affected by COVID-19. Some examples of this are the mortgage loan forbearance agreement plan, and also the consumer loans skip payments that were extended through the year 2021. And this helped our members by providing them with some household liquidity in a time of need. Additionally, our credit union has a variety of mortgage programs and very competitive rates for both mortgages and consumer loans. Our lending department is ready to work with you personally to ensure that you get the loan that best suits your needs. It is also worth mentioning that our streamlined refinance saved the credit union members a combined $250,000 in closing costs during 2021. So if you are looking to refinance your home loans, think about that and give us a call. We also continue, as Casey had mentioned, for ways to help the United Nations Sustainable Goals. And to this end, we introduced a special loan. It's called the Green Loan, which is a fixed rate loan for members looking to make some environmentally sound improvements at home, such as putting an electric car charging station, installing insulated windows, upgrading to energy efficient appliances, and more. And I would like to end today by saying that we in the credit committee and the credit union always make great efforts to find ways in which we may provide loans, accounts, and services that will be of benefit to all our members. I take this opportunity to encourage you all to check us out, visit our webpage and blog regularly to find what is new and what's available for you. Thank you.
Thank you, Maria Fernanda, and thank your committee for all the work they've done. They meet weekly, so that's quite a commitment to the credit union. Thank you so much. Now I'd like to ask Lynn Swenson, who is our treasurer and chair of the Assets and Liability Committee, to give her report. Lynn, please.
Thank you, Casey. Good afternoon to our members, invited guests, staff, and volunteers. Thank you for participating in this virtual event. My name is Lynn Swenson, and I am the treasurer and chair of the Assets and Liabilities Committee, better known as ALCO, which oversees the financial status and direction of the credit union. I'd quickly like to acknowledge the other members of ALCO. They are Yaxire Cutler, Teresita Martin, Eros Negrin, Francisco Rodriguez, and our associate volunteers, Jennifer Hudorp and Rocio Suarez. 2021 was a challenging year, but the OAS FCU continued to adapt and grow, maintaining its focus on financial stability and service to members. OAS FCU's assets increased to $291.9 million, and our equity increased to $21.98 million. 2021 also appears to mark the end of another period of very low interest rates. In the US, the inflation rate increased and many members experienced the effects of higher prices. So far in 2022, the Federal Reserve has increased interest rates twice in the past 3 months. The economic news has been mixed, but the OAS FCU continues to be strong. Your hard-earned assets are safe and federally insured. Now, the strength of a credit union comes from its members pooling their deposits to provide resources for nonprofit financial services. As an OAS FCU member owner, you can manage your funds using the online and mobile banking platforms or schedule a virtual or in-person appointment. The management team and staff continue to be responsive, adapting to the changing financial situation and providing solutions. Please keep the credit union in mind if you are looking for a loan or a credit card with competitive rates. We have products to fit your needs. Thank you for placing your trust in us, and we continue to look forward to serving you.
Thank you, Lynn, and thank you to your committee who's done wonderful work this year. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. And now I'd like to ask Oscar Harasik, who is the chair of the Supervisory Committee, to give his report. Oscar, please.
Thank you, Casey. Welcome, everybody. Let me start saying that the Supervisory Committee plays an important role in ensuring that our credit union is in full compliance with all internal policies and procedures. and all federal rules and regulations that govern all the federal credit unions and all the financial institutions. To comply with these goals, we ensure that all the internal control reviews and external audits are performed as required. In the past year, we received the CPA external audit, the BSA, the ETF, ACH audits, the cybersecurity and electronic system audits, and we also done the member accounts verification. All these audits show that we are in a full compliance with no major issues to report. Year 2021, as you know, was another irregular year due to the pandemic. However, the committee continued to work hard in benefit of the membership, responding to the different needs, questions, and complaints of our members. Furthermore, it was our main concern in the committee, the current cybersecurity fraud and the identity theft that is affecting not only the membership, but the credit union as a whole. We continue in that respect to provide guidance, recommendations, and permanent training to protect not only the members' account, but our credit union assets. As you know, all this work is very hard to take, and I would like to take the opportunity to thank my fellow members in the committee for their hard work during the year, and especially to Catherine Diaz, to Cynthia Miller, to Lina Sevillano, and to Oscar Gomez. I would like also to thank you to the credit union staff for the supporting to the committee and the board of directors for the trust in us, and the entire membership for their continued support in the credit union. To finalize this presentation, I would like to remember all of you, when you use your iPhone, your iPad, your laptop, or your personal computer, always think before you click. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you very much, Oscar. You're launching a new tagline for us for our 60th year birthday celebration. Thank you so much. To your committee also. This is wonderful. Thank you. And please, thank you. We have approximately 50 volunteers, and thank you to all of those persons that are volunteering on our committees. We wouldn't be where we are without you. I got a note that I'd like to reintroduce the board and the members, because we seem to have had a little technical glitch at the time. Now we've got everybody's face there. So please have a little patience here, but I would like to introduce our vice chair, David Rojas. If you'd all just kind of yeah, thank you. He's the vice chair of the board as well as vice chair of the technology committee. Thank you, David. Lynn Swenson, who you've already heard from, is our treasurer, and she is the chair of the Assets and Liability Committee. Thank you, Lynn. Jeff Hertrick, who is our secretary, board secretary, and chair of the Community Relations and Membership Committee. Thanks, Jeff. Thank you so much. Colette Akendi, who is the head of our chair of our Governance Committee. Thank you, Colette. Jacksiri Cutler, who chair of the Human Capital Committee. Thank you very much, and your committee. Thank you. Magali Ross, who is the chair of the Technology Committee. Okay. And Andre Vanjani, who is a member of the Technology Committee. Then in addition, we have Maria Fernandez Story, who is the chair of the Credit Committee, and Oscar, who you just heard from. Before you click, think, what was that, Oscar? So that's being launched from our supervisory committee, Oscar Heresy. Thank you very much, the chair. Now I'd like to turn to new business and ask Carlos Calderon to introduce our guest.
Thank you, Casey, and good afternoon, everyone. This time, I would like to introduce Scott Toller, Scott Toller is the president, CEO of Credit Union Mortgage Association. And as Mortgage CUMA, which stands for CUMA, CUMA is our partner to process all of our mortgage loans. And when we invite Scott here to this meeting, it means that we have had a very good year in mortgage lending. So Scott, you're always welcome to come, and thanks for being here today.
Thank you, Carlos. Thank you, KC. It's always an honor to be at your meeting. Thank you for allowing me to participate in your annual meeting. OAS Credit Union has been a valued partner for more than 25 years and is consistently one of our top producing credit unions. In 2021, OAS FCU ranked number 10 out of 90 of our partner credit unions for closed loan production and ranked number 3 out of 73 partner credit unions for the loans we service for your members. With an impressive $33.1 million in closed loan volume, OAS is one of only 9 production award winners in their category. So without further ado, I'm pleased to present Carlos and his team with the Titanium Production Award, which is our second highest award. Thank you and congratulations on a great year. I look forward to continued and prosperous relationship with the credit union. And I think somebody has got a picture they're going to put up of the actual award.
Okay, I think the picture is currently in the works, so let's just carry on.
Okay, thank you, KC, and thank you again, Carlos. Congratulations.
Thank you, Scott. And we really, really appreciate your coming. We certainly appreciate the award, but we also appreciate the relationship that CUMA has with our credit union. Thank you so very much for all the help and support you give us. We really appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you.
The next thing on our agenda is the election results. And I'd like to ask Teresa Bustamante, who's the chair of the nominating committee, to please give us your report.
Teresa, if you could unmute.
Sorry about that.
No worries.
Excuse me for oops. Okay, I'm back. Thank you, Madam Chair, members of the boards, all members and invited guests going to join us today online. Good afternoon, all. On behalf of the nominating committee, I'm pleased to present a summary of the report of the 2021-2022 period and the 22 election process and results. The committee was established by the board on July 2021, and our job is to maintain the credit union's volunteer program through the ongoing recruitment of volunteers and look for candidates for the elections. The volunteer program currently counts, as Casey mentioned, with 50 members representing 21 countries. This year, we rely on contributions from Carla Bañuelos, Adam Siegel, Maria Elena Cruz, Gaby Hernandez, Alejandro Aristizabal, and Barbara Birnham as our credit union support staff. Thank you all for your support and great work during this period. Our main activities over the past 12 months included complying with the responsibilities of the committee, volunteer recruitment, preparation for the 22 elections, and as Casey mentioned, we are supporting the creation of the new committee that will focus on issues related to corporate social responsibility and sustainability, the Green Committee for now. Now, in accordance with the established election calendar, the committee worked from August 3rd to 2021 through February 2022 in the preparation for the 22 elections. The committee presented 4 candidates for 3 seats on the board of directors and 4 candidates for 2 seats on the credit committee. Our sincere thanks to all candidates who decided to run in this year's elections. This year, we received a total of 1,236 valid ballots that represent the 15% membership participation. Now, I will announce the results of the elections for the board of directors. Lynn Swenson received 793 votes. Casey Suarez received 790 votes. Ian Edwards, 770 votes. And Jim Hendrick, 559 votes, and a total of 7 blank votes. So, having said that, elected to serve a 3-year term as member of the board are Lynn Swenson, Casey Suarez, and Ian Edwards. Congratulations to you. Now, the results for the election of the credit committee. Desiree Valera received 685 votes. Juan Sebastián Ordóñez, 565 votes. Jennifer Molina Braulik, 483 votes. And Francisco Rodriguez, 395 votes, and 7 blank votes. Elected for 3-year terms as member of the credit committee are Desiree Valera, Juan Sebastián Ordóñez. Congratulations to you. A special thanks to all volunteers for your outstanding work and commitment during the past year. On behalf of the nominating committee, I take the opportunity to express our appreciation to the board for the confidence it has placed on our work during this period. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Teresa. And I don't think we can say enough thank yous for you and your committee for all the hard work you did in conducting these elections, as well as certainly staffing our committees. It's marvelous. Thank you so very much. Now, I want to also, before we go on, thank everyone also, as you did, Teresa, for being a candidate for a position on the board and the credit committee. We really appreciate all of those, for those who did win and for those who volunteered to run. Thank you so very much, and we appreciate everything. Now I'd like to turn over to Carlos Calderon so he can share with us some of the things that are happening here at the credit union. Carlos, please.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're having a good day wherever you are. I am glad to have so many of you connecting from all over the world today. Welcome to our 59th annual meeting. 2021 was a challenging and transforming year here at the credit union. We were in the process of making the final adjustments to our new systems platform and digital services, a process that started a few years back and we have been fine-tuning all along. The light at the end of the pandemic tunnel meant that we are starting serving members with very limited but slowly expanding working hours at both of our locations. The challenge of working on this hybrid schedule and within the restricted access to our offices pushed us to make changes, such as the opening of a new walk-up teller window in our ATM room and virtual appointments, so that we can continue to serve our members in person or online. We hope to increase our in-person presence at both of our offices so that we can all feel we're getting back to some type of normalcy. The new normal, however, will be different from what we are all used to. We are developing a work from anywhere plan that allows our staff to work from home and or from the office seamlessly, allowing our employees more flexibility and lowering our carbon footprint. It also means that we will likely make some changes to our physical workspace, both at the OAS and National Geographic branches, to maximize the use of our resources. We are in the process of restructuring the credit union to improve the experiences we provide by ensuring that each member of our staff is better equipped to meet more of your needs efficiently whenever you reach out to us or visit one of our offices. You, the member, you are the center of our attention, and we want you to feel that way. Additionally, we continue to invest time, effort, and resources in adapting to the new way of living and doing business. We take into consideration the integration to the UN sustainable goals in our plans and strategy. As our chair mentioned earlier today, we want the next version of OAS Credit Union to be modern, sustainable, and more inclusive. A credit union within the reach of every single one of you. And to this end, we continue to research and adopt new technology products and services that are constantly being upgraded. We also think you will approve our next move of updating our language to be more inclusive and open to all of our members and their families. We have always welcomed diversity of OAS FCU, and this is just another stretch along that road to fit everyone in our great, big, global family. I would like to end by acknowledging the people who made all of us being here today possible. First, my thanks goes to the amazing team of our board of directors and volunteers who year after year steer us to excellence. Additionally, I want to thank our employees, the people who day after day toil to manage your accounts and serve all of your financial needs, and who do their best to help you prosper. And to end, I would like to thank you, our credit union members around the world, who continue to trust and support the credit union after 60 years. Once again, welcome and thank you for being part of this family.
Thank you, Carlos, for that. Before you end, would you just mention the e-voting prizes?
Okay. All right. So, as you know, every year we have the e-voting process, and many people participate. And we do have some e-voting prizes, winners. And you can see the list over here. We have 20 winners for $100 each. So you can leave that for a minute so everybody can see the names. And if you see your name and you're very excited, you have nothing else to do, we will deposit the funds into your account. So I will always encourage everyone to participate and to continue to vote year after year, since this is one of the rights as a credit union member that you have, the open elections and the democratic process.
Okay.
Thank you, Martina, and we can move to the next.
Okay. Thank you, Carlos. The next will be the Q&A. Carlos?
I want to see if there are any questions pending here. And let me just take a minute to check with my team here. I don't see any questions posted here. Martin, Patricia, are we okay with that?
Yes, we've answered all the Q&As, so we are good.
There's nothing directed to us. Okay. So, Madam Chair, there are no other questions raised at this point.
Great. Carlos, thank you very much. And please thank your team, your whole team, for the wonderful job they're doing. This is marvelous. We really appreciate it. All of them, and I'm sure the members do too. Thank you.
Thank you.
The next item on our agenda is Carlos again with prize giveaways. There's some more prizes, I take it.
As I always say, this is the best part of the meeting, of course. And as we speak, the prices and the names will be coming down. First prize, it's for $560. And the winner is Jose Enrique Mesa. Congratulations, Jose. Now we have three prizes of 260 each, and the winners, Jesus Zuniaga, Vicky Martin, and Lyle Barbara Graham. Congratulations to the winners. Next, we have five prizes of 160 each. And I should say that the 60 is the theme, of course, as you can already make. We have 60 years of being here, 60 years for the credit union. So whatever we're doing that's the theme, the 60. So whatever you have, all prizes are tied to the either 60, 160, or so forth and so on. These prizes, the winners are Venancio Grego, Patricia Dawkins-Ted, Astrid Ospina, James E. McCalland, and Marcelo Iriarte. Congratulations to the winners. And 7 prizes of $60. Maria Febres, Veronica Morales de Millian, Rodrigo Silva, Maria Isabel Moscol, Laura Ramsey Acosta, Milagros Suarez, and Felix Bergel. And that concludes the drawing of the prizes, and I want to thank everyone for participating in both the elections and also participating today in the meeting. It makes, obviously, this is the part that we enjoy because this is a direct contact with the membership through the elections and through the annual meeting. And it is the difference between a credit union and a bank, where all of our members are shareholders and you have a vote and a say. So please keep on bringing us your comments, concerns, recommendations, and we're very happy to receive those and address all of those issues. Thank you, Madam Chair. Pass it back to you.
Thank you very much, Carlos. And I totally support your words that this engagement of our members is critical for us to be better able to serve them, but also to be able to introduce new ideas. So thank you so much, Carlos, and your team. Thank you finally to all of the volunteers, to the board and the committees. Thank you very much. Teresa, thank you for managing these elections as well as managing the staffing of our volunteer program. It's an immense job, and thank you so much for all that you've done. To everybody, thank you. To our members, it was great to more or less talk to you via the chat. And with that, the meeting is adjourned. Stay well this next year and see you soon. Bye-bye.